Hey fellow vault dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today, Santa. To be exact, Santatron. It's time to get all those holiday gifts for free. If you don't like workshop method with Santatrons, of course hunting Santa imposter around the map, the holiday scourge otherwise, is a valid option but not as efficient. If you are looking for holiday scourge, there can spawn everywhere where scourge are. So good places will be Morgantown Airport and area around it. There are scourge over there. All of the fissure sites can spawn scourge, and they can spawn during events that normally do spawn scourge, like distinguished guests. So you can farm those areas and they have a sound. Let's see if we can find one. And I'm not really interested in the event here, but I'm very interested in this guy. So that's Legendary Scourge, the Holiday Scourge. I don't know why it says just Legendary. It should say Holiday Scourge. The names doesn't always update correctly, so if we loot it, Festive Scourge, that's one of the Festive Scourge, it will drop Legendary item and Holiday Gift. This is a small one, and that's one of the ways to get those holiday gifts. But much more powerful way is workshops. I do already own couple in more free. I do own free, but let's grab one more and I will show you how you set it up. Let's grab a new one. It's Starlight Drive-In. So yes, we do have one more workshop than a year ago. How to get a workshop? We need to do standard clear up. Killing enemies on the workshop area is required, otherwise we cannot claim it. In case you are new, you would be happy to know you don't actually need to find a workshop object to start building. You just press the building button the same like you use in your camp. And if it's not popping up, then there is one more enemy left. And now there is no more enemies, so let's try if it will work. Hold the build button. Yes. And we are claiming the workshop. Takes a little bit of time, but then we do have it forever. And yeah, I'm on the private server, therefore I can keep workshops easily. Workshops are a PvP area, so if you do that on adventure, you will be open to PvP when on your own workshop someone may try to take it from you by force. Generally, I do not recommend attempting to do any PvP as it's quite broken in Fallout 76, but up to you. Now again, the build button and we can start building. I already do have a blueprint, but I will show you how to build it step by step. So first camp pieces, we are looking for floors, and there are some traps as well. We'll be doing blueprints, less than in the past, but we see how high you can build and build a little bit lower as you need to put stuff on top of that. We do want to add quite a bit, so we are going for the floor, or if you plan to plant something on it, use those floors. Doesn't matter which one you use. Build quite a large platform. And we do have quite a nice platform here. The purpose of this platform, it's protecting stuff that you put on top of it. The floors cannot be destroyed, and there is no need for stairs. There is no need to make it easy for mobs to get to our stuff. We are allowed to build flying stuff now, so for farming, that's perfect. Then we go under resources, collectors, and you need to find Yo Santa. Should be somewhere on top. It says Santatron Station. That's the thing we need, and we are placing it. It will be collecting holiday gifts. You could place something else and change the selection, but avoid doing that. Wherever you place from blueprint, it will be default selection. So you want it to be Santatron, not anything else. If you have Reaper Bot, it's nice to place it too, just in case something will go down. Reaper Bot will be repairing, and hopefully it will be enough to protect. We don't want to place any turrets. There is a problem with turrets. They may cause server or your game to crash. And that's the worst thing that can happen when you are farming Santatrons. As well, I do not recommend claiming every single workshop. The crash risk occurs then. I would claim half of them, just to be on the safe side. Then, producers. you can put down whatever you want to produce. So let's say I'm low on adhesive. I can place the adhesive producer. Maybe I'm low on something else, like I want spices for those new Hulk recipes. Why not put down a spice rack? If you don't have it, you'll not be able to put it down, obviously. Then a coffee. But what you have, you can place. So I'm building all of it. Oh, and important, contractor per cart. I mentioned that a little bit late, didn't I? As I didn't even include it myself. So swap whatever on any build with contractor. That makes building 50% cheaper. You don't want to waste your resources like I'm doing it right now. Now I'm no longer wasting them. It fixed. Very important, decorations. You might think, Turtle, why do you need decorations if you just want to farm gifts? Because there is hidden item there. If you go under rags, there is something that's totally not a decoration. And that's not a joke. It's really not a decoration. You place this welcome mat in front of the Santatron. My character is being attacked. That's a fast travel target. It's actual spot where you will fast travel in when going into your workshop. Rats. We don't need to fight them. Let's go up. That's a good news. There is no need to fight and defend those workshops. That's fully optional. If you want to, you can, but there is no need to. So we do have fast travel spot. What else I recommend to put on that? Under resources, crafting, like any workbench, whatever one is the small I like to play. So the new one from this season pass is very small. So I like to put a small one. Don't take too much spot. And you may think that scrap box would be perfect. And I agree, but don't. And why not? If it's perfect, scrapbox would be perfect, but don't place it on the blueprint. Place it separately. Like, it's fine to place it, just make sure you don't blueprint it. So I'm placing it here, and you can add more stuff, but for this example, that's enough. What do we do next? Next, we switch from build to modify. You select on the left blueprint, go and start from the welcome mat. Press select on it, and from that point on the bottom, if you look on the bottom, there is Z/C. It will be different button on console, grow selection. So press that as many times as you can, grow this selection, and now, look, it's selected the scrapbox. That will be problem. This scrapbox most likely will cause this structure to have error when you try to place it. So we use select, so it's E, to unselect it. Now there is no white outlier. It's not white, so it's not selected. It should be fine. You can always check if it's selected. Press E. If budget goes bigger, then you just selected it. When budget goes smaller, you unselected it. And on the bottom, another tip, there is select structure, different button. So we're pressing E. Now there is select structure. It cannot deselect. It can only add. So we can spam it, the T button, to make sure that everything you wanted to be selected is selected. Sometimes grow selection do not select everything you want. Normally you can recognize by this white outline. It's not always very visible, but you should be able to. Now what you do, you create a blueprint. So R, create a blueprint, make it new, call it Santa, done. And you have blueprint that you will be able to place in a new workshop when you claim it. And now what those workshops will be doing. So you can see this workshop is invaded, but that's okay. Let's visit workshops I already have. So here is one, and I fast travel. You will see where I end up from the fast travel. And that's where I landed. So you see, welcome mat. You are landing exactly on the welcome mat, and I get a gift. I have holiday gift here, small holiday gift, and some random scrap. As well, my coffee is being generated, some soup I placed here, some spice racks and adhesive, and nothing is destroyed. There may be some enemies around, but will not be engaging them. I did manage to place 8 storage box and cooler, regular stash box, and the blueprint placed as I was testing a lot of options. But yeah, it's risky to add, especially the followed first boxes to the blueprints. I do not recommend Now we empty another workshops. And look at that. We do have large holiday gift in this one. And that didn't even took much time, and all of it in here. There are enemies around. But it looks like this workshop is holding up, so that's perfect. I have scrap box in here again. Some soup being collected, coffee being collected, and some adhesive, as I quite often need it. And the floors are protecting everything that's on top. Not always, it will not always be sufficient, but usually it does work. And the last one. Oh, did I show you how you place the blueprint? I think it's obvious, but maybe if it's not, you go to build, history, blueprint. The blueprint you created should be on the bottom. Yeah, that's the Santa one I created. I cannot place it again as I already have one stuff in this workshop. The Santa throne can only be one. So you can place it anywhere. It's red because Santa throne on it. You cannot have a second one. But that's how you place the blueprint. You basically snap it anywhere you want, floating in the borders of the workshop. I recommend to place it as high as possible, so it's harder for enemies to shoot it. And another one with small holiday gifts. You can see sugar bombs are being collected here too, and those are the good sugar bombs with rats. So you can produce, if you are a herbivore, all those brain bombs, intelligence boosters with those sugar bombs. So that's another good thing that Santatrons are bringing. And now I collected that. You wonder what you do with those gifts? Always make sure you equip some kind of a weapon you want ammo for before you open it. Open them, and then you find the gifts under 8. You need to sort by weight, so gifts will be on top. If you sort by weight, not a stack weight, regular weight, first the weight option, all the gifts are on top, and you can open them. Holiday gifts, you can see I'm getting script. Large holiday gift, again I'm getting script, so that's very good. And small holiday gifts, I'm getting a little bit of mostly worthless stuff from the small ones. But some scrap to top up the scrap box of Fallout 1st. Perfect opportunity. Do I have any plans in this? No, that's plan from the workshop claiming. So I didn't get any plans. I get ammo. I got some random scrap. There are plans in them. There is nothing really new. There are those pantsuits and some other cosmetics as well dropping. There is nothing new that wasn't there in previous seasons. So those rewards are the same. And the same as they were from fishing of the gifts. So waterlogged gifts, basically the same thing as those gifts. One and the same thing. Different way to obtain. So now you can farm those holiday gifts like a pro. Fill up your 8 boxes, your scrap boxes. There's some 8 in those. So I can store all the 8 that is dropping from that. All the boxes can be filled up. Ammo box, scrap box, 8 box. Thanks to Santatrons. Santatron hard at work, bringing gifts. And now, thank you a lot for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. And see you all in the next one.